So guys, welcome back to Watch Fiction Watch Reviews. Today in front of you have a pretty interesting box. It actually says Star Trek. This is from Nubeo Watches, and this is their collaboration with Star Trek, the Paramount Enterprise. And it's actually an official collaboration, so it's definitely legitimate. And Nubeo produces a lot of interesting watches, and it kind of makes sense for Nubeo to kind of, make a watch with Star Trek, considering their form of design and such. And I think it's a pretty cool watch. Also, this watch, I believe they're doing like 55% off. It's a limited edition of 800 pieces. There are 4 different color variations, and just a really big box. Inside this box is another Peli box, and let's get into that. Now, the NB6098 will come in this Peli box inside of that cardboard box. It is a limited edition. I must say, this is a pretty heavy-duty box. Look at this handle here, and inside, this will open up. I have the watch outside of the box. Just so I can show you inside this box here, which is pretty cool. You get this really cool design, the Star Trek. Your watch will come right here, and then you get your limited edition as well. And just really, really nice packaging, I must say. Very heavy-duty packaging. Now, here in front of you is the actual watch. Quite a bold watch and a very interesting one. It kind of has that Star Trek vibe to it, as you can see. Look at that multi-layered dial. If you're a Star Trek fan, you probably recognize this already. This is the Magellan. Kind of in tune with the Intrepid, which is pretty cool. The spaceship in Star Trek. I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. Of course, I know the characters, and I know, I've watched it before. I'm like a Star Trek junkie or anything like that. But I think the watch itself is pretty cool, and the quality is pretty nice as well. This is the red variant, as you can see, comes on this red rubber band. There are 4 different variations. I believe even with the discount code on their website, I believe you can get it for like $500. The original price was $1,400, but they kind of offer big discounts on their website. A lot of the other watches are like $300-400. Considering this is a Star Trek watch, and they do have to pay probably Paramount fee for using the name and design, they're probably, that's probably why the price is a little bit higher. But it's a very good quality watch, and in hand, it feels very, very nice. Now, quick wristwatch check. As you can see, I'm wearing this Timex watch. I actually purchased this a couple months ago and really didn't wear it. To be honest, the quality is not that good. I didn't really know. Feels very light, jiggly, jangly, this Jubilee. And, but it's okay, to wear around. It's not too bad. It keeps accurate time. It's a quartz movement. Not sure if I'll be reviewing this, but yeah, it's a decent, chronograph quartz. Now, this watch is crafted of solid 316L stainless steel all around. There are some different finishes on this watch. As you can see, that crown, which is screwed down, is actually a goldish tone. And then we have reddish tones on the sides of the case, you can see there, which is pretty cool. And we even do get a Star Trek etched in there. If I get you a little close, you can see Star Trek Enterprise, which I thought was pretty nice. It's very neat, has the Star Trek logo there. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, it's obviously a larger watch. Nubeo makes a lot of larger watches. This one coming in at around 48 millimeters diameter across the dial. Obviously, it's probably going to be a little smaller than a 48, considering this lugless design here. It is 17 millimeters thick, so it's definitely a thicker watch, as you can see there on that case. You get these kind of bolts going around the case, which I thought was quite interesting. You get 2 bolts over here. Just a very interesting watch. But yeah, it's not that heavy, about 120 grams on the supplied genuine rubber red band. And I must say the band is very high quality, feels very, very nice, supple, soft, smooth, and the watch started running already. But it does come with a 2-year guarantee, and it is an automatic watch. Let's get a little more into this watch here, get you on a closer level here. So as you can see, we get this multi-layered dial. As you can see, if you're a Star Trek fan, you probably recognize that sweeping seconds hand there. And then we get the hour and the minutes hand, and then we get the Star Trek over there on the dial, the little logo there. It does say before, I'm going to read this here, before too bold going, no one has gone. Going nowhere has gone. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, you get the Nubeo logo over there below the crystal. This is actually a curved custom mineral crystal with anti-reflective coating. But it feels like a sapphire crystal, I must say. It's pretty tough and thick. As you can see, beveled edges on that crystal there, which is pretty cool. So this is obviously a custom cut crystal for this model, which probably costs a little bit more. But it does have that nice blue anti-reflective coating there, which I thought was a nice little touch. Crown is signed and very large, as you can see there. Screwed down as well. Only 50 meters of water resistance on this model. So, but the screw down crown is always nice. Gets self-winding in the first position here. This is running an automatic caliber, the NH35. You get a quick set date down here right above, oop, as you can see there, where it does say Star Trek over here on this portion of the dial. There's a lot going on in this dial, as you can see here. The date kind of stays out of the way. It's a small date in a reddish color, which kind of matches that burnt orange on the center portion of the dial there, which I thought was interesting. There is a lot of lume on this watch, guys, and the lume is very good. But first, the movement. So it's the NH35. Most of you guys definitely know this movement already. It's produced by Seiko. Get hand winding hacking. Get about a 40-hour power reserve. It beats at 3 Hertz. And we get a quick set date as well. Winding is very easy with this larger crown. No issues there. Oops. Let me get one position to quick set that date. Functions fine. Let me get one position to set the time here. As you can see, I'll set it at 10:10. Push that back down and screw this back in. So crown functions very nicely, very smooth, no problems there. As you can see, if I get you a little closer, the hour markers are kind of on the top portion going around here on the inner portion of this dial, which is pretty cool. So it's kind of raised above where the hour and the minute and the sweeping seconds hand are. And everything is loomed from those hour markings down to the seconds hand, the hour hand, the minutes hand, and this portion over here, all this outlining is fully loomed. And the lume is really strong. I'll get you a lume shot towards the end of the video. It's definitely a must-see. They also do give you a glimpse of the movement on this exhibition case back here with a custom rotor. As you can see, if I get you a little closer, you can see USS Enterprise NCC 1701 in relation to Star Trek. And then you get a little glimpse of the NH35. Most of you guys know what this movement looks like already. But yeah, this is a limited edition watch. I believe they made 200 of each color. So there's 800 pieces in total. And you do get a custom Nubeo buckle here in black PVD, 2 safety keepers on this custom red rubber band, which is actually really, really nice. You get the Nubeo logo going up and down the band with the N over here. And yeah, I believe you can change this band, and yes, you can if you wanted to. So it's not like, you know, you have to use this band forever, but it's definitely a perfect band for this watch, and I would definitely not change it. And we do get Nubeo over here as well. Overall, just a pretty clean watch, mostly black finish over here. Then you get that reddish tone, a little polishing over here, and a little polishing on the end sign for Nubeo. But yeah, no sharp edges or anything like that. I found nothing of that nature on this model. And as you can see, the Star Trek Enterprise. But yeah, really interesting watch, I must say. It's keeping good time, no issues with that. I wouldn't expect any different from the NH35. And just a very interesting design. Kind of like a Richard Mille design, but it's not really kind of like a Richard Mille design, if you get what I'm saying. It's kind of its own little thing here, which I thought was very nice. And you get these kind of blocks carved out on the top portion of the bezel, or the bezel area here, which I thought was quite an interesting design aspect of this timepiece. But yeah, I want to lume this up for you guys because the lume is pretty crazy. Let's get into it. And as I was telling you guys, the lume is absolutely crazy. Look at this lume work here. Everything is outlined on that custom multi-layered dial. Everything glows green, and it's pretty nice, I must say. It looks pretty good. It glows pretty bright. For those thin lines to fill in is not easy. As you can see, it's perfectly filled in there. Now, I don't have a large wrist by any means, guys, but this is how the watch looks on my 6.5-inch wrist. As you can see, it fits across the wrist just perfectly, and doesn't wear as big as, you know, the dimensions state due to the form, you know, the case shape of this kind of slight tonneau case shape. It doesn't really wear as big as the dimensions suggest. A lot of watches are like that, especially watches that are not circular. So do keep that in mind. But yeah, the strap is very comfortable, I must say. I really do like this rubber band. I think it's a pretty nice band for the price of the watch, I must say. And the buckle as well is very nice, very comfortable on the wrist. Doesn't feel heavy or bulky or anything like that, and then plants itself pretty nicely on the wrist. As you can see, it doesn't wear that thick on the wrist, even though being 18 millimeters, it kind of curves down towards the end portion over there where the lugs would be. So yeah, that's how it looks on my 6.5-inch wrist. Furthermore, guys, I think this is a pretty interesting watch. I've never seen Nubeo do something with Paramount with Star Trek. I know there are a lot of Star Trek fans out there. I'm assuming a lot of them like watches as well. I know a lot of watch, you know, enthusiasts are into kind of, you know, stuff like Star Trek and all the other series and movies. 007, I know Megan is big with 007. So I'm assuming it has something to do with that. They're trying to bring a little more, you know, attention to the brand, maybe. I think it's a good direction. Nubeo has been around for a very long time. Although I believe they were acquired by Dartmouth Brands, and they're trying to do some new stuff here. And they do say there is some new stuff coming out with Paramount in the future with Nubeo. So definitely a cool brand to check out. Definitely take a look at it. I had no quality control issues on my end. Shipping was very fast via FedEx. No issues there. I think it's a really interesting design. Everything's very custom, and the quality is very good, I must say. Pretty surprising. Anyway, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. As usual, this is the Nubeo Magellan Star Trek collaboration, and it's an official one, so it's real Star Trek. Pretty cool stuff. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll drop a link to this watch down in the description below. Definitely grab one because it is a limited edition. If you're trying to get one, they probably will sell out pretty soon, considering Star Trek is very popular. Anyway, guys, I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and hope you have a great day. Bye.